What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a yoga sequence that is going to be focusing both on strength as well as on mobility and flexibility. We're going to be opening our entire front part of our body, the back side of our body, as well as strengthening mostly on pushing movement patterns, our hip flexors, as well as our core, and a little bit of stability, because we're also going to be exploring some arm balances, both the handstand, side crow, you can get into crow as well. And do not get scared if you are not in arm balances level yet per se. This practice is going to build that stability, that strength, and that confidence for you to get inverted into whichever arm balance you want to get. With that being said, guys, I want to announce the winners from last video giveaway, which are going to be Ianesha Kopman, Miguel Garcia, and Azul M. You guys just won 3 months for free as a premium membership to the SM Academy, full access to our entire library of courses, workout programs, individual moves, and everything that is coming and that we produce weekly. By the way, I want to announce the release of our new upcoming program for next week, which is going to be the hybrid home workout experience. And it is called that way because we're combining yoga, calisthenics, primal movement, explosiveness, as well as a meditation of the week, breath work of the week. So you guys have a complete structured program to basically keep your gains and also have fun with a lot of variety. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the video. Alright, guys, so let's begin. We're gonna begin in a tabletop position. So bring your knees back to the point that you can keep your spine in a neutral space. From here, we're gonna begin with cat-cows. So inhale, arch your low back, then your mid back, and then your upper back. Then exhale, round the same motion, tucking your tailbone in, bringing your chin towards your chest. Then inhale, arch everything up. Exhale, fall. Bring everything to the center line. Look at your belly button. Inhale. Shoulders down and back. Exhale. Contract the core. Still tilt. Bring the chin towards your chest. And inhale to neutral spine. We're gonna begin by lifting our knees using our toes, keeping this neutral spine. Just a little push with the shoulders. Protract the shoulders as much as possible and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Catch your breathing. We're gonna go one more time and we're gonna lift our left arm if available. So 3, 2, 1. Push. Slowly lean towards the right without rotating, keeping the hips square, the core square, and raise the left arm. If this is too much, you can lower your knees. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the hand down, set the knees down. Catch your breathing one more time. Reset your spine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift. Lean towards the left. Raise the right arm and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, set it down. Let's begin rocking back with our hips and then forward, warming up a little bit into the wrist as well as in our entire spine, applying little pressure into our hands. Rock back, forward, go palms, knuckles, fingers, then back. Inhale, exhale, palms, knuckles, fingers, and then back. Add a little movement, so once you go forward, rock towards the right. Get to the middle and come back in the same motion that you came. Exhale, move with your breath, go towards the left, center, back towards the left, right, stop, reverse, left, stop, reverse. Now let's go into full circles. Go towards the right, left. If you want to go on plank, you can get on plank. One more time. Right, left, and hold the plank. If you are here, get it into plank, protract the shoulders, depress the shoulders, lower down your core and hold it. If you want an extra challenge for stability, go into plantar flexion and keep that scapula strong. We are not only going to be working on strength, but also on stability. And stability is the absence of movement, basically. So try to calm the mind, calm the body. If you, by any chance, you need to rest, lower the knees and get back up. Slowly set the knees down, bring the hips back. Interlace your fingers behind your back to reverse the motion of that pushing pattern. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, open up, sending the chest forward and up towards the sky. Pushing with your hands down, but do not compress your lumbar spine. Keep lifting the chest. On the next inhale, lift, engage the glutes, and the entire posterior chain. Exhale, go down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Release the hands. Go back to plank. We're going to be moving between plank and side plank dynamically to warm up, still on the wrist as well as on the shoulders and our entire body. Keep the activation on your scapula and your core. Slowly rock towards the right. Find your balance with the opposite hand. Find stability. Go back to the middle and go towards the left. Switch. You can be a stack on one foot in front for more balance. Hold it here. Now let's begin moving a little bit faster. Go to plank. Side plank, plank, side plank, plank, side plank, plank, side plank, and go to plank. Now slowly begin sending the chest back, lifting your hips up and back for the downward facing dog. Adjust your feet, adjust your hands as you need to. If you're feeling tight today, or if this is the first downward dog of your day, bend one knee at a time. Find some movement within stillness. Open up the body. Whenever you're ready, find stillness in the pose. Look in between your knees. Extend and rotate your shoulders. Push strongly with your shoulders. Keep the legs engaged and breathe. When I rock slowly towards plank pose, adjust your hands if you need to. Lower down into Chaturanga. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it back up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to be doing that 2 more times. If you need to go on your knees, go on your knees. Do the same motion on your knees. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up. Hold it for 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the left foot in the middle of the hands. Lower the knee down. Inhale. Raise your arms all the way up. Hold it here. If you need to put some blocks or something for balance, by any means, go ahead and do so. If you want to keep your hands right here, also do that. Send the hips forward and lift the chest up. That way we're opening into the right quad, the hip flexor, as well as the inner hips. If you want to add a little bit of back bend to begin opening up in the front part, feel free to do so. We're going to go from arching. Look the motion first and then you'll do it with me. From here, you're going to round your spine as you go into a half split. You can use your hands for balance. and then rocking forward and arching your back. So we're arching our back in basically a lizard lunge or a low lunge, and then we're gonna round forward into a half split, opening up the right calf as well as the right hamstring, left calf and left hamstring. Keep the foot flexed towards you, that way we're also stretching the calf. So take a deep inhale, arch your back, keep all your entire body engaged. Exhale, round forward. Inhale and exhale. This movement is a little bit tricky. Inhale, take your time with it, go at your own pace. Exhale, simply inhale every time you go into a back bending, and exhale every time you fall. Hold it on the half split, find some movement. Wanna point the toe, flex the toe 5 times. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Slowly come up into a modified triangle, a little bit of a wider stand. Take a deep inhale and exhale, fall. If you need something to put here, please do so. Do not get frustrated. I know this might look a little bit impossible for you guys with tight hamstrings. So put some blocks, or maybe right here, trying to create length through the spine as much as possible, and then is when you round. We're gonna relax in here for about 20 seconds only. Really feeling the stretch in the left hamstring. If flexing the foot feels good for you, go ahead and do it. It is your body, it is your practice. Slowly bring your hands forward and get into a low squat. Rock side to side, opening up into the hips. Now let's go pushing the left knee forward, opening up into the ankle dorsiflexion, or towards the right, towards the left, right, left, right, and left. With your hands in the floor, slowly raise your hips up and bring your forearms in between your calf and your thighs. From here, you're going to bring down and you're going to release the tension in your forearms. Then find maybe another spot, going a little bit deeper, and let your fingers relax and go through the motions of the ligaments, tendons, and everything that we have in our forearms. Keep your attention on your breathing and slowly release. Place your hands, shoot back or step back. Lower down into Chaturanga. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Lift up halfway. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Push it up all the way for 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Completely down for 3, 2, 1. If you need to go into your knees halfway. 3, 2, 1. Push it up. 3, 2, 1. One more halfway. 3. Squeeze those elbows. 2, 1. Lower down without touching. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Inhale for a mini cobra and exhale through your mouth. Catch your breathing. If you can go into full cobra, without compressing your lumbar spine. It's better to be here than to be here and you are not opening through the chest, but doing more harm than good. Slowly lower down with your forearms to release a little bit of tension on those shoulders. Might be dying right now. Pull with your fingers. Bring your shoulders down and back. Engage the back. At the count of 3, we're going to press with the palms of our feet, and we're gonna lift basically into a plank. This will be elbow plank, but I want you to keep that arching on the back and keep pulling, and only using basically your quads and your hip flexors to actually lift your entire body up. So we're gonna go for 5-second hold, 5-second break. So bring your shoulders back and down. In the next inhale, press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release for 5, 4, catch your breathing, 3, 2, 1, press up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Use your core to bring it up all the way into elbow plank and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go for tricep extensions. If you wanna be on your knees, do it right here. Feel free to do so. If you're with me, be with your feet, and the more that you lean, the harder it's going to be. Let's go for 10 reps of those, even if you need to scale it down from being on your feet to your knees. Let's get those 10 reps. Lift it up into plank, engage your scapula, and press up for 1. Lower down with control. 2, 3, keep the core engaged. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it into this a little of extended plank, not that much, but of course if you want the extra challenge, lean back and hold it, lower your core, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release your elbows down, release your belly down, and relax. Catch your breathing. We're gonna go for a second round of those. If that was way too hard, please feel free to stay on your knees the entire time. Feel free to reduce the reps. Don't do 10, go for 5. And then as you do this practice over and over, you're gonna build the strength necessary to do the entire practice. Don't judge yourself. We are living in moments of pretty difficult moments. That acceptance is one of those words that if we get it into our head, it's gonna make everything easier. Accept the moment, accept the situation, and accept your body exactly as it is right now, today. With that being said, push it strong, lift it up into plank, press up for 1, lower down, press up for 2, lower down, up 3, lower down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold extended plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your hands forward, hold plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower into Chaturanga, up into upward facing, exhale into downward facing dog. You can go into child's pose if you need some rest in the shoulders. Otherwise, just take a deep inhale, exhale through the mouth. Bring the right foot in the middle of the hands, lower the left knee, inhale for a low lunge. Keep sending the hips forward, the knees going to the outside to open up into the hip and to protect the knee as well. Begin finding your back bend. Take a deep inhale, exhale, transfer into half split, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, hold. Find some movement in the pose. Adjust the feet if you need to. Point the right foot and flex. point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Plant it up, go into the modified triangle, inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fall. If you want to work more on stability rather than flexibility, relaxing into the pose, you can just be here, working isometrically the hamstrings as you're pulling with your foot, and also adding some PNF in here. You are tensing the hamstring, then you relax and allow to open up. Remember, it is your practice, so modify the poses according to you, to your goals, and to your current state today. Slowly bring both hands to the middle of the mat. Find this straddle forward fold. Take a deep inhale and exhale, fold. Rock side to side, keeping your hips square, opening a little bit more into the hamstrings, also the inner hips. Find the movement that feels good for you. Slowly bring your hands towards the left, fold, rock towards the right, fold. Find that movement left. You can even do not touch the floor and only find the movement with the strength of your spine and the support of your legs. Go at your own pace. Move with your breath. Go towards the middle. Bend your knees until your pelvis slowly come up into goddess pose or a wide squat, a horse stance. From here, options to say right here, sink down as low as possible. We're gonna hold it for 10 seconds or be on your tiptoes. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bring your hands towards the floor. Sink down the hips a little bit more. Find some movement towards the right, towards the left. We're focusing on opening the hips now, especially the inner hips, the adductors. As you find some movement, rock towards the left. The left foot is facing forward. The right foot is going to rotate. Lower down. From here, I want you to bring the foot forward as much as you can and then bring it back. Now, it's not about the foot, it is about your entire leg rotating while you're keeping your hips tilted back. So you go forward, you can use your hands for balance, and then go back. Let's go for 5 of those. 1, 2, trying to exhale every time that you do one movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Plant the foot, rock towards the other side, point the toes forward, find some movement first, find the space within your hips, within your body. Use your hands if you need for balance, and twist the foot completely. Internal rotation of the leg, external rotation, internal rotation, external, forward and back. Feel the change in sensation as you move your foot forward. You're gonna feel it more on the abductors, and as you bring it back, you're gonna feel it more in the hamstrings. Forward, back, forward and hold. Rock back towards the other side. Now, with that information given, hamstrings and inner hips, we're gonna move on into archer squats. If you wanna target more the inner hips today, because you can do this every single day and modify it accordingly, you wanna be with your feet in inverted position. And if you wanna target the hamstrings, you're gonna plantar flex the foot towards you with your toes pointing up. So whichever position you wanna work on, I'm gonna go in inverted position just because I'm trying to get the middle split and it's one of my weakest areas. So work with your weakest area or with the area that you just wanna work today. Inhale and exhale as you lower down. Inhale, trying to stay low the entire time. Move at your own pace. You can use your hands for balance. Using the hands will allow you to actually go deeper into the pose, but we want to create stability as we are creating mobility or flexibility. And the way we can do that is by using our own strength to move in and out of the poses. Go towards the right, hold it there, rotate into lunge, no low, but keeping the knee lifted, raise up, bring your hands into prayer, really lean forward with your hips, keeping those legs strong, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, place the left hand in the floor, inhale, twist towards the right, hold for 3, 2, 1, plant the right foot in the middle of the foot, inhale, lift for 3, 2, 1, release, turn the foot around, go into Skandasana in the other side, and rotate completely for low lunge, actually high lunge. Rise up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, plant the right arm first, inhale, twist towards the left, plant your left hand next to your foot, and inhale with your right, look at your thumb, plant both hands, turn the foot again, go into a wider forward fold that we went before, inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fall. Find some movement, one more time. An option to do a handstand if it's in your practice, since now your hamstrings are open, it is much easier to get in. You can stay in the forward fold if handstand is not in your practice. You can do headstand, crow, or any arm balance that you like. Slowly lower down. Just open up into not the maximum that you can go in middle split, but the maximum that you can hold comfortably for about 30 seconds. So tilt to your pelvis, lower down with control. If you need some blocks here, you can use that. And slowly open your legs into a position that you feel the stretch. Send the chest forward, hips back. I'm not trying to do a perfect middle split. Obviously, I don't have it. So just work with what you got and be okay with that. Slowly bring your feet forward, closer to you, lower down into a squat. Trying to get this squat wider than your previous squat. Trying to get more into the inner hips rather than the ankle or the low back and all the other parts that requires flexibility for the squat. If you're here, I'm easy sitting down into what they call ass to grass. But if I'm here, I'm struggling a little bit more, keeping a little bit of tension, extending, rotating my knees to the outside, and finding stability within a flexibility move. You're gonna use the right hand, put it on the outside of your knee, take a deep inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale back to center, reverse motion, exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. An option to go into side crow. Get into your squat, twist, that same motion that you just did. Plant your hands. If you don't have a side crow, just practice with it. Wrap your triceps in. Try to get it only on this arm without this one compressing. Bring the elbows in and lift up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Swipe towards the right. Lean forward. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Get into plank pose. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, Chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Push it up. Plank for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, Chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes. Inhale for upward facing and exhale for downward facing. Slowly walking your feet towards your hands. If this is not accessible, spin on your fingertips or until you can walk, and then release the hands, keep walking, lower down to your squat, lower down into a kneeling position. Let's begin opening a little bit on the back side of our body, and then we're gonna finish off with some compression work. Inhale, lift your chest, engage those glutes, go slightly wider on the knees to protect the lumbar spine. We're gonna go for Camel Pose. Inhale, lift your chest, press with the fingers forward, push the hips forward, bring your elbows together so you open through the chest, and relax. That is easier said than done, so just go until you can actually be able to breathe. If you are here, that's totally fine. We're trying to create length through the spine, pushing the hips forward without compressing. Keep those glutes engaged. If you're more advanced, relax into Camel Pose. Again, use this practice as a goal. If you don't have Camel Pose, or if this you are compressing, I'd rather that you are here. Also, you can be with your toes tucked. That way, your hands are closer to the feet, and it's less pressure in the lumbar spine. Again, use it as a goal. I promise you that if you do this practice on a daily basis or every a couple days, you'll get this position without any issues. If you want to relax the neck, and breathe. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Lean back. I'm gonna get into bridge pose, and then wheel if it's in your practice. Place your hands at the level, your fingers at the level of your heels. From here, send the shoulders back and down. Keep that engaged posteriorly to your pelvis, so your core is engaged, and lift only doing hip extension, no lumbar extension. For hip extension, you do that by posteriorly tilting your pelvis. I'm gonna hold it here for about 30 seconds, just warming up into the back side of our body. Even though we did some back bending already, when we're going into wheel or more advanced back bending positions, you truly wanna make sure that you are warming up your entire spine, especially in that range of motion. Lower down, we're gonna go up and down for 5 times only, really squeezing at the top. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale. Inhale, squeeze, exhale. Inhale, squeeze, and hold. You can stay on this position to really strengthen the back side of your body and begin opening up for a wheel. If you want to go for a wheel, we're gonna go only for 1 round for this practice. But if you want to go for more, go for more. Bring your hands closer to your ears. Bring your elbows in. We're gonna go first hips, then the head. If this is all you can do, hold it here. Get your body accustomed to the position to make it feel safe. If you're with me, press with the hands, send the chest back, and work on bringing the legs forward or strengthening the legs and opening through the shoulders. Try not to compress your lumbar spine, create length through the entire spine, and breathe. If this is too much, walk your feet forward. If you want an extra challenge, bring them closer and work on strengthening the legs. Slowly come down in the same way that you came up. Head first, hips, upper back, and then hips. Open your knees, bring the soles of your feet together for the laying butterfly. Find some movement, breathe, and observe. If you want to go for another round of wheel, feel free to do so. We're going to finish off with a little bit of core, a little bit of a shoulder stand, and some compression work. So from here, bring the legs forward, stay in your back. Bring your legs forward and raise your arms for whole body hold. Only 5 seconds, and then we're going to come up. So hold it for 5. You can be here also. 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it up for both. Hold for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. Round your spine. Open through the shoulders for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reduce to 4 seconds and let's keep that count. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Remember, you can modify. Make sure low back is touching. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up for 3. Extra challenge. Overhead. 2, 1. Lower down. 2 count. 2, 1. Up for 2, 1. Down. Only 1 second. 1. Bring it up. 1. Bring the legs forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Catch your breathing. Reflect on what you just did. Accept it as it was. Take notes, mental notes, and keep moving forward. A yoga practice is nothing else than a reminder to just be present and to work with whatever it is that we got. And yes, we reflect on what we did, but that is just to give us enough momentum to be present and to attack or to go about the next moment as gracefully and as peacefully as we possibly can. So do not spend too much time in the past, only to learn. Then bring your awareness back to the present moment. I'm gonna do one exercise in both hold. It's gonna work our posterior chain, especially our upper thoracic, as well as a little bit of our lats. It's healthy for the shoulders. Lift your legs into both hold. I want you to raise your arms. If this is too much, you can bend your legs slightly bit. We're gonna go with our thumbs facing to the outside. We're gonna deep press the shoulders, bring the shoulders down, then retract, and then do like a pulling motion. Squeezing those elbows back together, then inhale up. Let's go for 5 of those. Deep press, retract, lower down, squeeze the back, and up. Exhale, and up. If this is too much, you can modify by being here. Only working on that movement pattern, really keeping those shoulders healthy. And even though it's not so much of a pulling motion, since we're not resisting anything, set it down, inhale, go a little bit wider, and exhale, fall. Since we're not going, like we're not adding resistance, but it's the same movement of a pull-up. And both in a yoga practice and in a staying home, since we are right now, we tend to neglect a lot of pulling motions, and this is a way to maybe not hypertrophy that you're gonna grow a huge back, but keeping those small muscles, the rotator cuff, the infraspinatus, the teres minor, healthy and adaptable for all the pushing that we do, balancing that out with a lot of external rotation and downward rotation of the scapula. Inhale, lift your chest. Don't worry about the terminology. Just some fancy terms to describe the beauty of movement. With that little Y that you have, we're gonna begin with your hands by your knees, planted completely. You're gonna point your toes. You're gonna get into a seated pike compression. We're gonna go from here, close, and then open to the width of your hands. And the width that I'm using is kind of this right here, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Lean forward, keeping the chest up. I don't want you to round just yet. Keeping here, only focusing on the hip flexors. Push with your hands, go forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift higher, 6, higher, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold at the middle, lift your chest, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, set it down, inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold. we're gonna go for a last set of compression strength. Again, we just did 2 movements and we only did 1 round. Feel free to pause the video, and if it feels good in your body and you find benefits within that movement, particular to you, repeat it a couple times throughout the day, or just pause the video and do it 2 more rounds and keep going with the practice. Last one is gonna be typical seated pike compressions. You can be with your hands right here, your hands back, or on your fingertips. Palms in the floor is harder. The more lean that you have, it's gonna be harder. On your fingertips, it's a little bit easier. Beginner version, I would be right here. So, find the position that works for you. Inhale with your chest, then round slightly. Go forward. Extend and rotate your shoulders. Lift for 1. 1 inch from the floor, don't touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, set it down, and stretch. I think I was a little bit optimistic putting my hands too forward, but that's okay. Just the next time that you do it, you modify accordingly. Bring the soles of your feet together, opening up into the hips for our almost last stretch. Take a deep inhale and exhale, full. Before we relax into the last part of the practice, I'm gonna do just 1 set of PNF for our hips. We're gonna press with our hands down and our knees are gonna press up. This is gonna engage our adductors, and then when I relax into the position, it's gonna basically trick our brain, and it's gonna make the muscle that we're engaging relax by autonomic inhibition. Again, fancy terms, just press up and push down for 3, 2, 1, push, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax into the stretch. Let's do 1 more of those, trying to get deeper into the position by applying those techniques. Bring your hands on top of your knees, push up and down 100% of your effort. 3, 2, 1, push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax into the stretch. We're gonna be here for about a minute. Feel free to place a block or anything, even 2 fists to support yourself. Find a comfortable place to be and to observe. If you made it this far into the practice, please feel proud about it. It was not an easy task, and if it was too easy, maybe do not work so much on the physicality of the practice, but rather on all the mental patterns that we have. And that's what movement is all about. Is as we move, our brain is going to speak so much to us, but also our soul is going to speak to us, because our mind shuts up, and that's the way we can truly tap into the wisdom of our bodies. If you can go a little bit forward, go deeper into the stretch, feel free to do. Slowly come up. You can be in a cross-legged position. I'm just gonna do a simple twist, actually face the camera. You can be right here, you can be on lotus, or you can be in half lotus. Doesn't really matter, we're focusing only on twisting our spine to neutralize our spine to the end of the practice. Take a deep inhale. Place the right hand on your knee, opposite knee, and exhale, twist. Another inhale, and twist deeper. Go back to center, take a deep inhale, left hand on the right knee, and exhale, twist. Go back to center, find a comfortable seated position that you can relax in. Place your hands in your knees right here, or any mudra that you like to do. Close your eyes. Relax your entire body, your mind. once again, you can feel proud for showing up today. Even if you couldn't do all the reps, even if some exercises seem impossible to do, that's what life is all about. We are a species that is eager to learn, is eager to grow and to progress. We are literally addicted to growth. And we can only grow by facing difficult moments, a difficult pose, which is transferable to a difficult situation in life. Be okay with your senses, be grateful for them. During difficult times, it is easy to get caught up into negativity and complaining and demanding of the world. It is much harder to actually raise yourself up and lift up so you can lift others. But I believe it is our calling in life, all of us. We should remain strong, we should remain positive. It is all within ourselves. And we are able to radiate that to the entire world and to those who need it the most. Bring both hands to your heart center. Keep your eyes closed. Tuning into your center. Listen to the wisdom of your soul and your body. I invite you to be grateful for one thing, just one little thing that you can be grateful for today. I'm going to share mine, and I'm just grateful for breathing. I'm grateful for just breathing, actually. You can remain on this position for as long as you want. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. May all living beings be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for doing this practice with me and or just watching the practice if you didn't do it. Please guys, stay safe. We're going through very difficult moments in time. Stay active, stay positive, and radiate that to the entire world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what else you want to see on this channel. And with that being said guys, I will see you all next week. Much love.